Hi everybody. So I wanted to get on here and share real quick. This book came with the World Changers third grade My Father's World curriculum. And it says The Imaginative Use of Books in Family Life, Honey for a Child's Heart by Gladys Hunt with Mark Hunt. Annotated list of books for ages 0 to 12. Updated and expanded version. So at first when I got this book, I was like, okay, let's open it up. So we open it up and there's a letter, a word from my father's world. You can pause the video too if you want to go ahead and read that. So in a nutshell, it just says that they usually have a list of recommendations of books, suggested readings, but they found that this book, Honey for a Child's Heart, was the very best thing that they could suggest. And actually, I agree. I didn't even know they made books like this. So let me show you. So, of course, I started from the beginning. So I read part 1, using books to help children grow. And I do encourage it. If you're not reading anything, or just instead of scrolling, read. That's just best. And so, I agree with literally what this part 1 says. And then so I got to part 2, the best loved books for children, and then that's where I guess most people want to just skip to the good part, although I think that's good. It says how to use the book list, and then a child's first book, ages 0 to 3 years old. And then it goes to picture book classics, ages 4 to 8, ages 9 to 12, ages 12 to 14. And so I was like, okay, well, me specifically right now, I have kids ages 0 to 3, and then I have kids ages 4 to 8. So I was like, okay, I was at the library. We were at the library. So I was like, let me take a look at that. Let me go to page 117. Here we are, page 117. Oh, I was like, where's the page number? Right there. And so it starts off with picture book classics. So I'm like, hey, picture books. Yes, ages, visual. Yes, we need them. So it starts with an intro. Eventually, I have my little note here, but my father world encourages a book basket of related topics that you are teaching as the weeks go by. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to dive in and see what the library has, because every library has different, some may have some books, but may not have others. So I went to my our library, and then there's a search engine for that. And so I literally listed, here's the author, Margaret Weisman, their name, author's name, and then it'll say the book name, author's name, book name, and so it'll just carry that all throughout. So I literally went to the search engine. I was like, well, Margaret Wise Brown, I know is Goodnight Moon, but I was like, why isn't it not here? But then I realized, hey, that's ages 0 to 3, so. And so these are just some suggestions. Like, imagine if this book had all the books in the world. The difference is, the reason this book is called Honey for a Child's Heart is because they not only share family, good values and core values and Christian values, but they share just good morals. So, because we need to be careful what we read, right? And so then it lists some titles. So then I went to the search engine and I put Margaret Wise Brown, and then I put The Colored Kittens. And then, I don't know if you've been to a library before, but then it'll just show you where it's at according to the letter number. And so we just went one by one. Some were in, some were not in. And doing this, and there's a good amount of suggestions. So I was like, let me go through the whole chapter. Yeah, right. It took a while to go through the search engine and look at, so all these dark are the author names, and so it's a good amount. And then the next chapter, it says more favorite picture books, so there's even more. And so I love how that there's a lot of suggestions. And so I was like, okay, well, I need a basket. So I just found this basket. I was like, it needs to be deep for those big books. It needs to be wide enough. and I ended up finding this basket. So one of the books is Ping, and then another one's Angus and the Ducks, Whistle for Willie, Goggles by Ezra Jack. It says, I think it's A Unicorn Named Sparkle by Amy Young, A Pocket for Corduroy. They didn't have the other available, just the corduroy red book. A Letter to Amy by Ezra. Hilda's Hens, Happy Birthday. Henny Penny by Harriet. And The Little House. So every library is different. They let us check out 10 at a time. 1, 2, I don't even know how many you got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost hit the 10 mark. But I think it's 10 per child. And, well, I got 2. I was able to get 2 because my third child, she's too little. So that's 20 books. But I was like, no, this is enough. I was trying to look for these books while chasing my toddler, my 1-year-old. So that was a little tricky. But you see that they do have letters, and then so they're alphabetized. Some have numbers. Well, it's just a year. And so then I get there and I'm like, okay, I have 3 kids. They so happen to have story time, arts and crafts activities. So then one child's like, I want to do that. I'm like, okay, take a sit, sit down, join in. And she's older, so she's able to be self-directed and independent. Then the other one's like, I don't want to do that. I want to play with these Legos and dinosaurs. So then I say, okay, go ahead and go play with that. Fine. Enjoy your time. And then my 1-year-old, there was a sensory table. So then 2 steps away from where I was going to get the books. So then I was like, that's close. I can watch you. Okay. Because she's still trying to balance and walk and all that. And so I'm blessed that I was able to get 9, because that took a while. Because I get there and the lady, the worker, librarian, she says, the books are a little bit all messed up. So, but if you need help, I'll try to help you after the class. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what? The librarian, the books are mixed up? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they had just started working there, or maybe somebody had messed them up, or maybe there was a big old, I don't know the situation. So then I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I'm glad that I was able to find at least 9 of them. And we do have books at home, but I just wanted to give this a try. So I do have these books in their room. I didn't want an overwhelming bookshelf, and so, but I realized that even having this amount of books, they still don't grab it, which I really like the book basket because I keep it on top of our dining table, and so I think that would work out. But we'll try it out this year. And yeah, I mean, I have different types of these are for my baby, and then there's like an alphabet behind there. These are nonfiction decodables. There are 72 books, and I really do recommend it because they have different ones. There's one that's orange, one's that purple, one that's blue, and they literally help my children learn how to read. And then these Alphatels, it's literally a book from A through Z. Like one book is the letter A, one book is, so that's really cool. These are another alphabet. I don't know if you can tell, but it's A through Z as well, books. We have Bible stories. We have a good amount of dinosaur stories because my son loves them dinosaur stories. And then this one is the Leapfrog. Let me get it. So here's the books. And this is a pen that it comes with. So basically they would just open the book and then, I can't see. Jude has a cute suit. Luke gets a huge tube. So it'll carry on throughout. There's a lot of things you can do even. I'll take a tube for the water. Concerning the Leapfrog, yeah, I recommend, especially on the go, like on trips. I forgot about this book too. It was hiding somewhere else in the house. So I guess in the book basket, yeah, I ended up having 10 books. And then I just threw this in there because I was like, huh, I forgot I had it. So, I mean, that's cool to have like a book basket. So this is like our dining table, and I'll probably just have it here. And we do have more, but I mean, I think, yeah, it was just an overwhelming amount. So I was like, there's no way my kids are just gonna be like, let me grab this one. But again, these are just baby ones too. So for my 4 and 8-year-olds, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess this one, but usually, let me see. Okay, well, that one's a little older. Yeah, I was like, whatever room we're in, there's books. We could just sit down and let's read a book. And then I also have a Spanish book library. And I keep this in this little bin. This is how to play different games to play, words, and I think this is a HEB buddy game. I have no idea how I got this, but they basically have veggies, I think also fruits, but it's a cool game to play. And then in the very back, I'm not gonna take it out, but it's just a folder binder with different Spanish terminologies. And I still don't know how to organize all their homeschooling stuff. I need to figure out a way, because we've been doing this for a while, and this bookshelf, nothing fits anymore. And I was like, how can we organize this? I mean, because I have multiple kids, multiple homeschool curriculums, and I'm hoping to do videos soon. This is from BJU, Bob Jones University, when we did that, and these as well. And so that was fun. I love that they have tons of color. I'll probably do another video of that because that'll take its own time. And then in the past, the good and the beautiful, we've also done that. And so right now we're going to, not right now, but this year we're gonna try My Father's World. So to sum up this video, I do encourage you guys to get a book basket. I wouldn't put more than 10 books. So then I obviously more fit. I still have all this good amount of space, so maybe even 10 more would fit. But I don't want it to be too overwhelming. And there's already probably more than 10. There's 10 here, and then I don't know how many are here. What happened? Okay. So yes, thanks for watching. That's my video about the book basket.